Here's a question. With Frank Hibbert gone, how do you think it will affect Scientology and the city of Clearwater? So you're referring to Mayor Frank Hibbert, the mayor of Clearwater, Florida, who abruptly resigned a week ago in the middle of a city council session. Let me tell you something. Frank Hibbert was replaced by Brian Aungst Sr. Brian Aungst Jr. works for Scientology. Clearwater's political establishment has been hopelessly infiltrated and compromised by Scientology's money. Is Frank Hibbert a Scientologist? No. Is Brian Aungst Sr. or Brian Aungst Jr. Scientologists? No. Are they powerless to do or say anything against Scientology because of the corrupting influence of Scientology's money? Yes. Frank Hibbert's one of Frank Hibbert's best friends, who's also very close friends with Brian Aungst Sr., is a man named Joe Burdett. Joe Burdett is currently Scientology's lobbyist in Clearwater. Another one of their close circle of friends is a woman named Mary Repper. Mary Repper was Scientology's first lobbyist in Clearwater. Mary Repper managed Frank Hibbert's first mayoral campaign. And now you have the mayor of Clearwater's own son is literally on Scientology's payroll. So not good for the city of Clearwater. And I know everyone I just named would go, how dare you, sir? You are ignorant of what we have done in the past to stand up to Scientology. I give zero shits about anything you've done in the past. I care about what you're doing today and tomorrow. You know, these guys think that because behind closed doors, they hate Scientology and dislike David Miscavige, that somehow that means something. That means nothing. That means nothing. Everybody that I just named are public individuals. What they say publicly is what matters, not what they say behind closed doors. What they don't say publicly is what matters. The reason people think Scientology controls Clearwater is because of Frank Hibbert and Brian Aungst Jr. and Brian Aungst Sr. and Mary Repper and Joe Burdett and all of their other ilk, who literally, live to plug in my phone, because I just got an alert, it's going to die soon, who literally are lining their pockets with Scientology's dirty money. And they think that we shouldn't care because behind closed doors, they really have some tough words for Scientology. Frank Hibbert has this ridiculous story he tells, like it's a war story, where Miscavige came to meet him in his office one time, and he basically yelled at Miscavige and pounded his desk. It's like, oh, you're a warrior for the city of Clearwater because you once raised your voice at David Miscavige. All of these people are absolutely pathetic. From my perspective, you know, my perspective being that these guys should be making public speeches, statements, and proclamations about how disgusting it is that Scientology continues to undermine and sabotage business in downtown Clearwater. That's what they should be doing. Instead, Brian Aungst Sr. literally campaigned and championed a partnership between the city of Clearwater and Scientology to redevelop downtown Clearwater. So these people are totally disgusting, in my opinion. They have my utmost contempt. And Scientology is, you know, perfectly happy with the status quo. And I should say I was very disappointed to see that not a single city council member in the discussion of whether Brian Aungst Sr. was going to take over for the interim mayor position for the next year, not a single city council member mentioned anything about the very cozy relationship between the Aungsts and Scientology. That was a huge disappointment to me.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right here. Bye.